Hello everyone, my name is Moji. You're watching a Bitcoin bubble news channel. From the analog to the digital, from the 20th century to the 21st, and from the standard to the modern capital market. When you look at the same trend in AI, it's pretty clear that everyone will start using some kind of AI tool. You should know that Microsoft is going to include an AI tool like Copilot with Office, and soon every white-collar worker will be using some kind of AI Copilot. Millions of people will get it quickly, and then almost every white-collar worker will need to have it. This movie by Michael Saylor changes the way we think about Bitcoin as a way to fix our money issues. He talks about the problems with traditional financial and physical assets and how they are different from Bitcoin, which is an asset that will last 100,000 years and has the ability to change the world. Find out people like Saylor believe that Bitcoin is the best way to keep and make money in a world that is becoming more and more digital. The years between 2024 and 2034 for digital intelligence are likely to be the same as the years between 2024 and 2034 for digital money. This is the decade of digital capital. I use the word capital instead of money because people sometimes wonder if money is the shop or the currency, the way that people buy and sell things. Right now, I think the most important change is that Bitcoin will become the best way to store digital money. How much is that worth? It is worth a lot of money, hundreds of trillions. The trend is very hard to follow because it's worth a lot. Most of the time, everyone thinks it's impossible for an S-curve to happen the year before it does. It was written in the New York Times in 1903, before the Wright brothers flew, that experts show why flight is impossible and will never be achieved. Apple said that Siri is like whatever, more than 10 years old, and that AI has been being worked on since I was at MIT. Still, Siri and Alexa's early versions were only used to pick your music streaming services mix. And it wasn't until ChatGPT-4 that you saw the first huge thing that could be sold. In 1 month, they went from having no people to having 100 million. Yeah, and people who didn't believe in AI before use that and are now believers. They say, oh, I see. That works, right? That works. Also, spot ETFs are the best thing about digital capital, and they were passed in January of this year, every day. Hundreds of millions of dollars go into these projects, and trades worth $1 billion every day. Think about the $350 billion worth of deals that happen every year on those ETF layers in the first year. Yes, that's only going to speed up. When it comes to spot ETFs, I think they sped up the acceptance of digital money by businesses and institutions. And you see companies like BlackRock buy hundreds of millions of dollars worth of Bitcoin every day. You can see that big hedge funds own $1 or $2 billion worth of Bitcoin through these ETFs that you see. And you can see that pension funds like the Wisconsin Pension Fund set aside about $170 billion to buy Bitcoin. Then they say, oh, that's 0.1% to make a difference. It needs to be 1%. We put our toes in the water. But you know that now institutions and companies are moving at a scale that is orders of magnitude to orders of magnitude bigger than it was before. That will keep going strong for another 10 years. That's the Bitcoin gold rush. That's the gold rush. You see, since 99% of Bitcoin will have been mined by 2035. Right now is the time when there are natural buyers, because you can buy 450 Bitcoin every day from someone who wants to sell it, right? When that supply stops, the only way to get Bitcoin is to raise the price and bribe a seller into selling it. This is Bitcoin's gold rush because you have the support of institutions, the support of regulators, and banks lining up to join. Some have already gotten in. This week, the biggest bank in Brazil was in the news. Banco Itaú is, in fact, the biggest bank in South America. Has said that their users can use the bank to buy, sell, and store Bitcoin. What if JP Morgan told all of its users, hey, you can buy, sell, and store Bitcoin with us? That's what took place in Brazil. This is how all of these things fall. There will be more banks accepting Bitcoin every 3 months for the next 40 months. There will be more Wall Street firms, more institutions stepping up, and more businesses like some more scientific. You'll see that MicroStrategy went out this week to sell bonds. We started with $500 million and just raised the price to $700 million. That means we got an extra $200 million in capital in 1 day, right? We're going to raise $700 million and use it to buy Bitcoin. So these are big chunks of money that are going from the analog to the digital, from the 20th century to the 21st, and from the traditional to the progressive capital market. When you look at the same trend in AI, it's pretty clear that everyone will start using some kind of AI tool. When Microsoft Office is bought, it will come with an AI tool like Copilot. Soon, every white-collar worker will be using some kind of AI Copilot. There will be 1 billion people who hear about it. After that, almost all white-collar workers will need to have it. MicroStrategy founder Michael Saylor started a busy afternoon of keynotes and guests with a talk to get people around the world to invest in Bitcoin. Saylor gave a lot of interesting information to back Bitcoin's qualities as a digital currency. As more people use Bitcoin, the price could hit $13 million per coin by 2045. BTC could be an extra $3 million coin or a $49 million bull coin in 2045, when each coin is worth $13 million. But at the end of his Bitcoin 2024 speech, presidential candidate Robert Kennedy Jr. made big promises that he would keep if he won again. The U.S. Treasury was offered 200,000 BTC by the seer, which came from its strategic reserve. Kennedy said he would sign more orders, such as one telling the U.S. Treasury to buy Bitcoin until the U.S. has 4 million of them. The U.S. would gain power that could not be matched. 19% of the world's gold is held by the U.S. We will get the same amount of Bitcoin this way. Kennedy said that Bitcoin would be worth hundreds of trillions of dollars because of the spread effect. On the main stage of Nashville's Nakamoto, Edward Snowden warned of the political undertones of the meeting. For their own benefit, Snowden said, lawmakers were trying to get Bitcoiners to vote for them. They're not our group. They are not you as a person. Have their own things they want. They're after their own things. Get what you need from them. Don't give them your soul, even if you have to vote for them, it said. There are already a lot of great Bitcoin books out there, but I might write one myself. The Bitcoin Standard is a great book. That's what I mean. Broken Money is a great book, in my opinion. The Bullish Case for Bitcoin is a great book, in my opinion. Resistance Money is a great book, in my opinion. I guess I could go on. The little Bitcoin book is called Hard Money You Can't F With. So I really think you should all of those. These books can be found in large part on my website, hope.com. Right now, I think I should make sure I'm making as much educational material and advocacy as I can, no matter how people read it. People watch videos on YouTube. I have a 4-hour movie with Lex Friedman that has been watched 19 and 20 million times. Then I worry that many people don't have 4 hours. So I might as well do 4 minutes, 40 minutes. After that, I believe many people do not have 40 minutes. Okay, I think I should do 4 minutes. Then I believe many people do not have 4 minutes. I might want to do 30 seconds. Then I think they don't have that time sometimes. I'm going to post a picture right now. I'll then write a 1-sentence title. Also, I began to worry that they might not read the whole line. Could we cut this down? We have to reach 8 billion people, and we have to do it while fighting with TikTok, Instagram, X, and YouTube. Books are our only way to do that. I love it, but Broken Money just came out. This book is great. After that, Lynn Alden made a 30-minute film that was really great. I put up that movie because I knew a lot of people would watch it instead of reading the book. Don't say never, but right now I think my job is to keep up with changes in the rules. A supporter of Bitcoin said that 2024 will be known as the year when big businesses first started to use Bitcoin. Since announcing in August 2020 that Bitcoin would be its main treasury reserve asset, Saylor's business intelligence company has bought more than 200,000 Bitcoin. Saylor said that CEOs of major companies and institutions are still calling him about the Bitcoin first investment strategy, which he helped to make. Saylor also gave hints that the fact that 2 people are running for president and other well-known senators could be good for Bitcoin.